if I film this for you all, but if you notice, the couch is gone. So that's what we got done yesterday. So today is day 11, I think. God, I'm losing track here. So real quick condensed update. Day 11, getting ready to start my exercise. I got my shake. I got half of my shake here, so trying to combine some stuff. Body weight update this morning, 142.8. Been holding steady there. That's what I weighed in at yesterday too, and again today. So let's see. Yesterday was a rest day, so didn't really do much. I did that high intensity interval training in the morning, and that was it. No strength training sessions though. And ate all of my shakes, and weight was the same. Had a pretty decent amount of food, not a whole lot, but I had enough. And so I felt like that, you know, obviously I did sort of find that magic number yesterday with regards to food. I found a nice balance because my body weight didn't go up or down. So I feel like, you know, I feel like the protein I ate went to where it needed to go, right? It's going to, you know, deal with muscles and things like that and help with repair, and not just getting turned into glucose and added as body fat. So that is why I do like to do the high intensity interval training on days that I am not actually doing some significant strength training. And then, you know, with all the weather recently, it's just been too hot and humid in the morning, and I don't really want to go for a walk in that. So I've just been, you know, right now focusing on strength training, and then I think I'll focus on high intensity interval training on rest days. This is pretty much the technique that I adopted last year at this time in the end of June and beginning of July, just because it's freaking miserable outside, and I'm not gonna go for a 2.5 mile walk and just be miserable the whole time. So yeah, I guess the point there is sometimes you just gotta modify. So do what works for you, right? Don't be afraid to modify as needed. All right, so enough chit chat. That's the quick condensed morning update, and I'm gonna start drinking my shake and getting my workout in, my first workout of the day, which is going to be upper body. All right. Probably not gonna film this, so I'll let you know the results. All right, a little mid-exercise, not even mid-exercise. First exercise done, one arm incline push-ups. Added 5 reps to each set. So that's 3 sets of 30. Goal is to be done with this form of one arm push-ups by the end of the month, and be moving on to the next more difficult form. So that's your quick update. All right, close grip pull-up, +1 on each set. So 2 sets of 10 reps. Last week was 2 sets of 9. So slow and steady progress. That's all I'm ever going for. If I can add 1 rep, man, I'm happy. That's it, that's good. All right, next exercise is decline push-ups. Should be doing my handstand push-ups, but this thing is still bothering me. It's getting better. So this just happens every once in a while. I feel like I sleep on this thing wrong, or I do something wrong to it, and I tweak it, and it takes a couple of weeks before I can get back on it, and then I'm fine again. So I don't know what I strained, but I'm gonna take it easy. Let it heal. All right. Decline push-ups. Reset to 12. Last week with 3 sets of 8. So far, I feel like I'm killing it. So that's pretty good. The last set, the last 2, that was tough. I was pushing everything to get in 11 and 12, but I did it. So that's what's important. And if you want to know what I'm listening to while I exercise. Right now, today, I'm listening to Daft Punk Essentials, which you can see right here. All right. Back to it. All right, chin-ups, 2 sets of 10. Last time, 2 sets of 9. Take it easy. I kind of thought maybe I'll do a 3rd set, but then after the 2nd set, I thought, nah, I'm gonna work these again. And like, tomorrow's a rest day, and then I'm gonna work these again. This is Sunday, Monday. I'll work them again Tuesday afternoon. So I'm gonna take it easy. I'm trying not, I wanna push myself, but I don't wanna push myself. I'm gonna see how I do, because I'm doing, like I said, 2 workouts per day is the plan. So, all right, last up is dip push-ups. All right, I decided to skip the dip push-ups because I went to try and do one, and I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. I don't want to aggravate this wrist, and I think trying to do those is just gonna make it worse. So I'm gonna skip them this week. All right, I get a good work in though, so it's the one exercise that isn't gonna kill me. All right, so, and I might actually be protecting myself from further injury. So I don't know, tough call to make, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So when my wrist is fine and it's not bothering me at all, then I'll do dip push-ups. Okay, that's it for first workout. We're done. Now, I can finish drinking this. I've been nursing it because I didn't want to be doing, like decline push-ups or something with all of this in my belly. So didn't think that would be a good thing to do. So, all right, done with the exercise. I'm gonna get back to my rest of my shake. I still got another half of this, and back to edits. Well, I'm supposed to be doing my 2nd workout this afternoon, but I just thought, it's the 4th of July weekend. It's the 3rd of July today, but it's the 4th of July weekend. And I haven't seen the sun in a few days, so come here, sun. I'm just gonna soak up some rays and enjoy it and relax a little bit. And you know what? 2nd workout be damned. I'll do it tomorrow. It'll be fine. So, okay. So, getting some sun because it's been a couple days, and I'm happy to see it again finally and get a chance to enjoy it. I'll catch up with you later. All right, well, I've been down for a couple of days, so I've been getting my computer back up to snuff, trying to get all that set up and get my backups all organized. And so I've got that. I'm working on that. Fortunately, I have a backlog of videos now that I need to do. So I have day 9, 10, 11, which is today, and a video on making beef patties. So I got 4 different videos that I need to catch up on making. So I got some work to do. But aside from that, I am drinking my 2nd shake for today. And I'm also working on this. Cooking up a ribeye. One of the ribeyes that I got on sale. So that's gonna be dinner. I think it's just about ready to turn off the heat. So take the heat off of it and just let it sit there. So I realized I forgot to really shoot an outro for day 11. So I'm gonna do that now. I cooked up a ribeye, I had dinner, it was pretty good. We're just chilling, relaxing. Wife came home, she brought home some Chinese food, Chinese fast food. And I haven't had Chinese fast food in about, I can't remember when actually. I've been carnivore for about 16 months, and I decided, you know what? Maybe I'll have a little bit to see how it goes. The kind of mantra of the day was just sort of being flexible, right? And decided, you know, I'm gonna relax a little bit. I got my exercise in. I got one exercise in for that day. You know, it was just sort of modifying the day as it went along. You know, instead of doing my second exercise, I got some sun and, you know, cooked up that ribeye, and I had some of that. I had maybe about half of that for dinner. It was good. It was great. So I just thought, well, you know, my wife brought home a little bit of this Chinese food, and I thought I would try a little bit. So I had one piece of shrimp, and I had maybe like 3 bites of pork. And I'm gonna show you what happened as a result. So you can see here, this is pictures of my arm, where I've clearly got some kind of rash going on. And apparently I had it on my back as well. I couldn't see it on my back, but my wife looked. And so later on that night was basically me taking 2 Benadryl and going to bed. So maybe that's why I didn't really shoot an outro. I don't really remember, but it was just, I do remember being tired the next day, and I think it was probably, I was a little hungover from that Benadryl, from 2 Benadryl. So you'll see that whenever you see the next video. I believe I make a comment on how tired I am, and I think honestly on that day, that morning, I was still having a little bit of impact from the Benadryl. So I did finish my 3rd shake for that night too, so I had my last shake and all. And like I said, you know, the important takeaway is always just, in my opinion, stay flexible. Don't stay dogmatic. It's okay to test things. Like, I knew what I was getting into essentially when I was testing, and I knew that there was a potential. I was making a decision. There was a potential that that decision was going to have some negative consequences, but I was testing it. Okay, and the test came back, yes, there are negative consequences from eating this food. And it was all meat, but we know that the way that fast food joints prepare meat is not the same way that we prepare meat. I don't use any vegetable oils or seed oils, and I do realize now that I am highly sensitive to them. I'm sure that was part of it. So just the exposure to some seed oils, who knows what else. I've never been allergic to MSG or anything, but there could have been some MSG in the food. There could have been something else in the food. Could have been, the pork was like a soy sauce pork, which again, like the soy sauce I buy, that we buy and use, I don't react to. But I buy a higher quality, and who knows what they're using at this restaurant. Could be the cheapest, most adulterated, worst kind of soy sauce that you've ever seen, right? You know, it's a lesson learned, and that's the approach I take with this. Everything is a lesson learned. I learned from something. I learned, and I'm gonna take that lesson, and I'm not gonna eat at that place anymore. I'm gonna know that that food from that place is not okay for me to have, even if it's meat, right? Don't be afraid to experiment. You know, be careful. Obviously, if you have very intense food allergies or sensitivities, then you need to be cautious. But for me, I knew what I was getting into. I knew I was taking a risk, and I took that risk all the same, and that's okay to do, all right? It's your life. You're the one guiding this journey. So, you know, be your own guide. Sometimes you take risks. Sometimes you take a break in the afternoon and lie out in the sun instead of doing a second workout routine. It's all good. It's okay. Okay? Don't beat yourself up and punish yourself over making a decision and it not turning out the way you expected. life rarely turns out the way we expect. And the important takeaway is not, you know, were we perfect or did everything turn out perfect? The takeaway is, how do we respond and what do we learn? Okay? How do we respond and what do we learn? All right, so that's my closeout for July 3rd, many days later. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.